Welcome to the show, Kay. It's so nice to have you back and talking about something a little different this time. So last time we had you on, we talked about skilled accents and the incredible work you're doing with the women who are creating pillows. Now you're doing something a little bit different. Do you want to share what you've been working on in the last few weeks?
Yeah, so as you know, Skilled Accents is a social enterprise, and we really are connected with the community and trying to do good as in any way possible. So what we're doing in our regular business is recycling fabric to create decorative pillows and expanding into other decor products now. So we do have access to a lot of fabric. Most of it is upholstery fabric, but there is a couple of fashion designers who actually give us their remnants, and we create whatever we can. And sometimes they're smaller scraps, so we still save them and try to make whatever we can out of those. So since this whole thing started with the COVID-19, our community has evolved a little bit, I would say, and the way people are, carrying on their social life and trying to do their everyday thing, just going out and things like that. There are some needs that we have seen. So some people reached out to me initially, just friends and family, just talking about would there be a chance for you to be able to make masks, or maybe other things that came along when people started wearing a lot of masks. So I was really excited about that. So in the beginning, I started making some samples, and I started to kind of give it away with two friends. And then as it progressed, of course, with time, we're seeing that there are shortages in our in the frontline workers, where they need certain things, and so they weren't readily available. Now things are getting better, but there were times when they were really desperate. So what we started to do, and a lot of other community members, I would say, other people who are in business that relates with fabric, I commend that. It's just has been amazing that how community has risen to this task, where they have people with clothing brands have started making PPE for the health workers, and other fashion designers that I'm seeing, they're making caps and masks and other things that go along with that. So I wanted to give back in that way as well. Now, so what we're doing is all the fabric that we have beautiful 100% cotton, we have beautiful bamboo fabric and other types of fabric that we can actually use that are in smaller size to make masks. And now with the masks, what's happening now is because they go around the ears, people are asking now for ear savers. So what they're doing is, kind of like making little things for the back of your head, or a lot of the people are actually wearing the stretchy headbands, and then we're putting buttons on the sides just to kind of wrap around the surgical mask around the button instead of the ears. So people are becoming creative as the need arises, right? So it's interesting to see the new products that are coming out. And that's kind of what we're doing, is innovating as we go. So we've been making masks, and then with the masks, people talk about making the fabric masks, and they're not as effective as the other masks may be. So what we've now done is we've actually created masks with pockets where people can actually put the filters in there. So we have actually received some fabric that's it's a fabric from the hospitals, and they wrap their sterilized items in that. So that fabric is actually very, very effective in preventing any kind of infections that people could breathe in. So that's something we're actually giving away. We're actually donating our masks, and we're actually donating the headbands and the ear savers. So what we're trying to do is the women that are able to work with it, in this situation, because a lot of the women that we work with are working from home. they have kids, they have commitments at home. So we do have 3 women who are actually working with us, and I love sewing too, so I have something to do with my time now as well. So I'm trying to make new patterns and work around things, and just trying to give out whatever I can with the fabric that we have. So I would just like to show you a couple of examples. So
Great.
this is like a usual fabric mask, right? So that you would have, that will just go around your ears. And like I was saying with the ear savers, what we've done is, now navy's my favorite color, so I've got a lot of navy stuff. But so this is like a headband. So this is made of bamboo, very soft. And if you see, this has like a button on the side. So when you put it on, the button actually goes here. And when you wear the mask, instead of putting it on your ear, you actually put it on the button. And it just keeps your hair back, as well as be very, very useful if you have to wear the mask for like a long time. And then we've also come up with a different kind of mask, which is like this, right? So this is fabric. Now it's got a pocket in it, so you can actually put the filters inside. And then this goes over your head. So this around your head. So it's great for men, because sometimes with women, we have like our hair that can be in the way, but this is also another way we're actually trying to kind of improvise, like whatever people are asking for. So that's what we're trying to do. And anything, like we're also making surgical hats, caps, and things like that. So whatever people are coming up with, we're trying to give back as much as possible. And we're not charging anything for these. We're actually just donating. So we have curbside pickup available. People can come to my house or the showroom, and they can just pick those items up.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, it's so incredible what you've put together in such a short period of time. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's a beautiful thing, and I love how you always are so heart-centered with the decisions that you make, and still are fashionable through the whole thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for being on the show and for everything that you're doing. And please keep in touch and let us know if there's anything else that we can do.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Kay. That brings us to the end of a very special episode of What's Up London. I want to thank all of our incredible guests who are with us today. Thank you for helping us to stay connected and safe. On behalf of Rogers and myself, I want to thank all of the frontline workers and everyone else who's staying home to help us move through this as quickly as possible. If you know someone who is doing something wonderful in our community and you think they should be given recognition, let us know, and we would love to have them on the show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, staying safe and happy, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.